Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Class 8, we have completed the explanation of lesson number 4, work and energy. Today we are going to discuss question answers. So short question answers first. The first question is, state the two conditions that must be fulfilled for the work to be done. Also write the factors on which the work done depends. So answer 1 is, for work to be done, the following two conditions must be fulfilled. Number 1, force must be applied on an object. Number 2, the object must move in the direction of the applied force. The factors on which work done depends are magnitude of the applied force and distance moved by the object in the direction of the applied force. Now question number 2, state whether the work is done by the gravitational force of the sun on the earth or not, and why. Now we all know that when the earth revolves around the sun, the force of attraction on the earth by the sun is always perpendicular to the direction of the motion of the earth. Hence, no work is said to be done by the gravitational force of the sun on the earth. Question number 3, how is work related to energy? Define 1 joule of energy. As we all know that whenever we do any work, we need energy, and we cannot do any work without energy. When we play any game like cricket or badminton for a long time, or when we do any work for a long time, we get exhausted, we get tired. Uh, this is because we have spent our energy in playing or in working. So we need energy to do work. When we are doing more work, we need more energy. Thus, we can say that energy and work are correlated, and energy must be supplied to an object so that it can do work. What is 1 joule of energy? When an object possesses 1 joule of energy, it means the object has the capacity of doing 1 joule of work. Define mechanical energy. What are the two kinds of mechanical energy? Give one example of each. Now, the energy possessed by an object due to its position or state of motion is called mechanical energy. And mechanical energy is of two types: kinetic energy Ke and potential energy Pe. A moving car on the road is the example of kinetic energy. Water stored in a dam is the example of potential energy. Differentiate between power and energy. Differences between power and energy are: number 1, power is the rate of doing work and energy is the capacity or ability of doing work. Power depends on the time in which the work is done, and energy does not depend on time. And the SI unit of power is watt or joule per second, and the SI unit of energy is joule. Now long question answers. Question number 1 is, what is potential energy? Describe its two types with the help of examples. What is potential energy? The energy possessed by an object due to its position or configuration, shape or size is called potential energy. It is the work done in bringing the object to that state or position. There are two types of potential energy: elastic potential energy and gravitational potential energy. First is elastic potential energy. It is the energy possessed by an object when it is stretched, compressed, or bent. Now, examples are: a stretched rubber sling of a catapult and a stretched bow possess elastic potential energy. On stretching the rubber sling of the catapult, some work is done, and this work done gets stored in the rubber sling in the form of its elastic potential energy. Now, gravitational potential energy, it is the energy possessed by an object due to its position above the ground. Now, a raised hammer has gravitational potential energy, and it possesses this energy because of its position at a height. When this hammer is struck on a nail fixed on a piece of wood, it drives the nail into the wood. Now, next question is, derive the expression for the gravitational potential energy. Also, write the factors on which the gravitational potential energy depends. Now expression for the gravitational potential energy. Let an object of mass m be raised to a height h above the ground. The minimum force required to lift the object is equal to the force of gravity on the object acting vertically downwards. When g is the force of gravity on an object of mass 1 kg, the force of gravity on the object of mass m kg will be F equals to m into g, or F equals to mg, and distance moved d equal to h. So work done W equals to F into d, or W equals to m into g into h, or W equals to mgh. So the factors on which gravitational potential energy depends are as follows. Number one is the mass of the object. The greater the mass of the object, the more will be the potential energy stored in it. Then second is height at which the object is placed. The greater the height h at which the object is placed, the more is the potential energy stored in it. Now question 3, how is energy conserved in a roller coaster? Describe with the help of a diagram. Now let's see how energy is conserved in a roller coaster. Now we know that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. Same is the case here. At the initial point when the car is at rest, but it is at a certain height, at point P, there is only potential energy which is equal to E1 and no kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is 0. Then as the car moves down, the potential energy changes into kinetic energy, and at point Q all of the potential energy has changed into kinetic energy. Now kinetic energy is E1 and potential energy is 0. So at point Q the kinetic energy is E1. Now due to this kinetic energy, the car rises up to the point R. Here the kinetic energy changes into potential energy, and now the potential energy is E2 and kinetic energy is E1 minus E2. So the sum of its kinetic energy and potential energy remains constant. So we can say that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to the other form. This is called energy conservation. Now next question, differentiate between kinetic and potential energies. Given example to show the conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. Now differences between kinetic and potential energies. Now kinetic energy, it is the energy possessed by an object due to its motion. Potential energy is the energy possessed by an object due to its position or configuration, shape or size. And kinetic energy is equal to the work done on an object in moving the object initially from rest. And potential energy is equal to the work done in bringing the object to that state or position. And kinetic energy can change into any form of energy, but potential energy can change only into kinetic energy. These are all the differences between kinetic and potential energies. Now conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. Many examples are there. We are taking one here. On stretching the string of a bow, some work is done. This work done is stored in the bow in the form of its elastic potential energy. When the string is released to shoot an arrow, the potential energy of the bow changes into kinetic energy of the arrow that makes it move.